this is by far the most important current trend right here. By far. Pay very close attention to this one. Current trend number 6 is mastering modern persuasion skills. Now, some of you have been in persuasion type classes in the past, maybe language of sales, maybe scripts and dialogues, classes like that. Has anybody ever taken any of those kind of classes? Okay. Scripts are out. Okay. Key words and phrases is what's in right now. Let's go back to the point that we made a little bit earlier. 95% of the reason why somebody is going to do business with you is because of what they've imagined the relationship is going to be like. 95% of the reason why someone's going to do business with you is because of what they've imagined the relationship is going to be like. We think in pictures. We think at the rate of 2,000 pictures per minute. We can only process 700 words per minute, but we can process 2,000 pictures per minute. And every single word we use creates a picture or reinforces a picture in somebody's mind. Now, for those of you who have been into scripts and dialogues, and I'm a big believer in scripts, by the way, but if you take a look at the traditional scripts, the old scripts that people are using, do they invoke imagination? No. What do?
Click.
Well, here's what they do. First of all, for the agent, for most agents feel like they are just reading a script off a piece of paper, and that the other person's never going to believe what I'm saying anyways. So from the agent's perspective, that doesn't feel very good. From the customer's perspective, what do they know? They know you're reading off a piece of paper or using something that is canned, right? So they're thinking, I'm not going to listen to this. You're a telemarketer. Goodbye. Now, there are companies out there who are going to keep reinforcing the old way. Now, the old scripts were meant to coerce people into doing something that they didn't want to do. The new way of doing business is to find out how people buy and then help them make that choice. So everyone see the difference. Okay? So we're going to show you how that gets done. There are 9 key words and phrases, and we're going to give these to you in a moment. There are 9 key words and phrases that when you use them exactly as we teach them to you, you'll get immediately better results. And by the way, these words and phrases can also be used in writing. They can be used in your email campaigns. They can be used in documents, marketing materials. As long as you use these, you will see a dramatic difference in your results. Since we started using these ourselves, we've increased the number of qualified leads coming into our business by over 140%. Wow. Next point is, imagination really is the single greatest factor that prompts people to list or buy with you. We'll do a little test. Okay, let's just test the imagination right now. Go ahead, everybody, close their eyes. Good. We're in a safe place. Close your eyes. We're going to imagine. I want you to imagine that you're holding a lemon in your left hand. And it's a fresh lemon. You either went to the farm stand today, or you went to the grocery store just before you got here. It's a nice, juicy, plump lemon. And then you're right. By the way, you can feel that. You can feel the texture. It feels a little waxy, a few bumps on there, bright yellow. And in your right hand, you have a knife. And you're taking that lemon now, you're putting it on the countertop, and you're taking that knife and you're just slicing right through that lemon. And all the juice is coming out, and you can smell it. And even your mouth is starting to salivate because that juice is just flowing out of that lemon. And here's what you do next. You pick that lemon up and you bite into it. And it tastes sour and tart, but it's refreshing at the same time. And some of the juice is dripping down your hand, and you're saying, oh man, this is an unbelievable experience. Guess what? You just used your imagination, and it was real. And that's how buyers and sellers think, and that's how you lead them, and that's how you move them to action, by using the imagination. That seem real to most of you? Yeah, absolutely. So here's the 9 words. Write these down. These are by far the 9 most important words that you can use in the real estate business, in the mortgage business, in the title business. Until, imagine, before, discover, when, after, wonder, realize, recognize. Keith's shaking his head, right? Why are you shaking your head, Keith?